She breathing? She's breathing, yes, sir.
Sophia had taken a Percocet that came from a drug dealer, not knowing it was laced with fentanyl.
Hey everyone, it's the Politics Chick here. I hope you are all having a great week so far. And this week is shaping up to be a good one. The phrase that kind of springs to mind for me is promises made, promises kept. And our president, Donald Trump, over the weekend really put the smackdown, right, on Mexico, Canada, and China as it pertains to all of the drug trafficking that's going on across the border, and in particular, really clamping down on this just scourge of fentanyl that we have coming into the country that's just needlessly killing people. And so he decided that he was going to slap a 25% on Mexico, 25% on Canada on tariffs, 10% on China. And of course, our dear friends over in the liberal media went into complete meltdown. And I find that they do two things, right? They first of all resort to name calling, and then they go to the fear-mongering portion of their agenda. So the name calling is, he's a dictator, he's terrible, he's useless. The people that voted for him, they don't know what they're doing. They're fools. They must be idiots. And then when that's all said and done, they go straight into the fear-mongering of, this is going to cost us so much money. You're going to be crying now because all of the goods and services are higher in price, etc., etc. And, you know, us, what I call regular folks, we have common sense. And we know that what Trump is doing, it's called a negotiation. And that's where two parties enter into a negotiation, right? One wants something, the other wants something, and they go back and forth in layman's terms, right, to get what they each came to the table with. And there'll be concessions made along the way. And you also use your leverage. And that's what Trump is doing. So this is a negotiation. We knew that these tariffs were not going to go in effect. So we had all of the crying game, all of the theatre, all of the dramatics, only to see Mexico come back and say, right, we're going to send 10,000 soldiers to the southern border to help prevent drug trafficking. Donald Trump said, okay, we're going to review it in 30 days. There'll be a 30-day pause. And I'm going to come back to the pause part because this is important. So that was pretty straightforward with Mexico. I think China have come back and said, you know, they've upped the ante, right? Because they also know how to negotiate. And so that one might be a little bit more drawn out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So then we go over to Canada, to Justin Trudeau, the twin of Gavin Newsom. And the reason I say he's the twin of Gavin Newsom is I always feel like when these two guys get on camera, they get any for attention. And when they get on camera, they're doing that whole... Well, it looks like they're auditioning for a movie in Hollywood, which is just weird and creepy. And so Justin Trudeau gets on there on camera. And, you know, I just also don't like this weird soft talking that they do. So it's kind of like, oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. You know, we just want to let you know that Canada's going to stay strong. And, you know, we've been a great, you know, they do all that weird stuff. Gavin Newsom did it during the fires. Justin Trudeau, they're obviously operating from the same weird playbook. And it just doesn't wash. And what I will say about Justin Trudeau is, at least I guess he had the kahunas to get up there and act like he was really going to go into a full-out trade war with Trump, which, for those of us watching, we knew that was never going to happen. But isn't this where in the South they say something like, bless his heart? And so, of course, you know, poor Justin, he's ended up coming back, right? Of course, there's a last-minute phone call because we've got to have all of the suspense and the intrigue. Again, notice, just like a Hollywood movie. And they're now off the brink of tariffs. So Trump has also agreed to pause tariffs on Canada in exchange for more border enforcement. And what that looks like is that Canada are going to implement a $1.3 billion border plan and appoint a fentanyl czar. So they're also going to reinforce their border with some new helicopters, tech, personnel, and more enhanced coordination with American authorities. So there's a lot going on there, right? He's given up a lot if you actually read into it. But I just want to finish up with this last comment about what I said about the word pause. this is just the beginning. Hold your hats, folks. This is going to be a good roller coaster ride, because this isn't all Trump wants. You could see from his body language over the weekend, the way he was talking, he's not flinching. And as they say, it's who blinks first. And in this case, Mexico and Canada blinked first. So there's more to come from Trump. We'll revisit this again in 30 days when this pause is up to see what else he goes in for, because he's not done yet. This is not over. He wants more. This is just the beginning. So promises made, promises kept. Would love to know your thoughts. Please let me know in the comments what you think about these tariffs and the future of potential tariffs with other countries. It'd be interesting to get a conversation going about that. And also importantly, please like, share, and subscribe the channel to support the growth of the channel. If you like what I'm doing, would be much appreciated. I hope you all have a great week, and more from the Politics Chick later. Have a great day.